Let's do this. I will count us down, and let's have some fun here. All right, in 3, 2, 1, go. Let the Bob Saget start. Oh, Bob Saget, are you kidding me? I am not. Okay, so as a warning here, and this is good again if we're submitting this, the pipes are random. You have to find your way out of the pipe maze. Ha ha ha, you know?
Okay.
Now it is gonna be a little tricky here.
Alright, one. Yep, already.
I haven't even entered a stage yet. Hey, Lamau, it's a hand stage. These are good. Getting a hand stage right away is actually excellent, because then we get a power-up right off the bat. Alright. So you may be thinking to yourself, wait a second, if the hand stages are outside of World 8, well what's going to be in the hand stages in World 8? Therein lies the dilemma. Hey, Dark Boss. Now, since that Cheep Cheep's there, we have to take the normal intended way featuring the Angry Sun, so, this is not gonna be fun. Oh, goodness gracious, so we have a Cheep Cheep on the bottom. Oh, the Cheep Cheep replaced the Angry Sun. Okay, now I feel a little bit better about life.
I think I'm in the world. Oh, yep, I'm where you are now.
Alright. So we beat our first stage, that's good. Can I just say it feels good to not be on the All-Stars version of Mario 3? Just saying. These controls are much tighter in this one. This is Mario 3 Randomizer. That's what this madness is. However, and give this one a shot. Daiko, who's in the call with me, a WoW Guildie, is giving this one a whirl.
Oh god, okay.
Did you make it?
Nope, fell in a pit. Lost my, leaf.
That's a tough stage, because you can't take the sand pit because of the placement of the Cheep Cheep.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the... Uh-oh, there's an Angry Sun in this stage. Uh-oh. Uh-ohs. That's not good. So we have a unintentional Angry Sun in this stage. How are you doing, by the way, idiot?
Good.
Oh, I know what you're doing, dual tasking, Seawolf. And all I can say to that is carry on. So again, with the Rando here, you get random sprites, so it kind of gives it that Mario Maker feel to it a little bit. Mario Maker's been pretty popular in GDQs, so...
Why are there boost tricks in a water castle?
Because Rando! Hi Fred, there's the creator right there, Fred Coughlin in chat. You should all give Mr. Fred a follow. I've been a Mario Maker. Yes, idiot. So here, we haven't been able to mix overworld and underworld enemies yet, but that's okay because this Rando is crazy enough as it is. Hey Trauma, hey Jubam, what's up? This is a Skyville's classic here. So good to see you, Fred. How are you doing tonight? Also, is there a non-zero chance you might be joining us in our little Zelda soiree in a bit? Also, Lord Corgi, how are you doing? And Enigma, and hello to anybody else who I did not say hello to. Hello.
What?
If-
Underground?
Yep. Now, one of my favorite features about Mario 3 Randomizer versus Vanilla Mario 3, the fact that there's no auto-scrollers. And I think chat in general at AGDQ would love this because, well, the less downtime the better. Now, you may be thinking to yourself, why would I want to do that? Because donations. Well, there's still cutscenes to read donations during, and plenty of them too. So, that is my counter-argument to the argument. Alright. Hello, Big Head 462. How are you doing? So, like, right here is where you do donations. Yes, the Koopa Kid's HP is actually shuffled. It can be anywhere between 1 and 5. So now, again, worlds are shuffled, so now we're back in World 4. Now, some of the items are shuffled in here, but unless you're trying to really go for some kind of save, you don't want to get items out of those. Alright, I need to focus here. Yo! Can I get a yo in chat? Can I get a yo 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 from chat? That was pretty efficient. That was pretty hot. Well, out of the frying pan and into the oven, unfortunately. This level is not very nice. Probably one of my least favorite rando levels, so we'll see if we can. And here's the reason why. Here is the reason why. Nanny bloopers lag. Sad times. And this blooper's challenging me to a duel. Darn it. That would have been nice. Aw, I'm sorry, bud.
It happens. That's something to do. Right up the pipe.
Don't think there was much I could do about that. Woo. There we go. Come on, Sky. You got this. Alright. Alright, one more trial. I think there's something out here. Oh my goodness. Okay, we did. And that is the magic of randomizer right there. That is the essence of SMB3 Rando, because stuff like that can happen. Sure, we'll take that. And there's Lakitu Skip. Very nice vanilla trick there we just showed off. Actually a pretty good stage. So we always want to get the one-ups just in case. Sometimes we don't know what's coming on in the stage. So we at least do get, as we call in the community, a fresh 5-up. Now, unfortunately, here we might not be able to get the easy way out of here. So we'll see. If there is a hot foot here, we're not gonna bother, yeah. Hot foot there causes some discomfort, so we're just gonna take the normal route out. Plus, it's worthless anyways, we don't want to use a whistle. So it's probably better that we don't get it in this scenario. Yo, Dode! Dode, how are you doing? You gonna race All-Stars with us tomorrow night? Tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Should be a good time. You'll be there? Okay, so tomorrow night on RGL, gonna be doing some fresh Mario All-Stars. I forgot that those were not going to be guaranteed Sludge Brothers. So items you get out of there are fairly random as well. Ah, close enough. I didn't die, at least. Ooh, fire snake right in the middle. Okay. Ding. So right there, we were able to skip the Hammer Brother, just a demonstration on how we can cut down on that. I kind of want to still utilize the Hammer Brother here, because they can drop anything. We won't have a choice anyways. So, bye Hammer Brother. Take care. We hardly knew ye, and what the heck am I supposed to do with that game? Doug Flutie does me no well here. So again, taking that auto-scroller element out, we get to see what these stages look like without the scroll. Kind of interesting. Yes, the birded Enigma. Hey Ardos, how you doing? Also, Bruce, thank you so much again for the host earlier. It's good to see you. Ooh, okay, so this is one of the more difficult forts of this game. Was not expecting this one, but then again, nobody expects the Spanish Inquisition. Actually gonna grab this because it makes this jump a little easier coming up. Guess not. Gonna just take the easy way out of here and hope Boom Boom don't get us. That is a difficult fort. So here's an example of the P-speed strats here. Look at how much quicker that was doing that. So we're gonna get Iggy here because we're in World 4. And as you see, the Koopa Kid has taken 4 hits there. And that's it. So again, there's really no breaks in action. Yo, JLo, how are you doing, by the way? There's no breaks in action, though, in Randomizer. It's really nice. This is about the most we get. So again, nothing really to see here, just, you know, few chain jumps, nothing special here. Boss Bass might have complicated that a little bit, but that stage's pretty easy. Hi, Rando. How are you doing? So this is the jackpot level here. Lost Cards fan dubbed that here because none of the items have been randomized in the levels in which an item is provided. So here, for example, we get a cloud at the end of this level, which is nice. So we're always going to take the auto-scroller in this one because this will allow us to skip another stage. We have a happy little cloud here. And yet another form of a jackpot in terms of we are already properly equipped for this level. And that's really exciting about the randomizer. You never know when you're going to be prepared for a level. Hey T, how are you doing? If I didn't have a tail there, that level would have taken me much longer, but it's fortunate. So every now and then you'll have a funny moment, even though it's a randomizer, you will end up with stages that are in the same corresponding world. Yes, happy little clouds. So, okay, so another interesting note here. We do have a coin shift there, but that wasn't caused by your average, what is it, multiples of 11 in the coin department. That coin shift was actually caused by, hang on, let me just get in here. That coin shift was actually caused by randomness. The only positive thing is, yet again, there's no auto-scroller attached to that, so it's no big deal. So, still have the same fun hammer suit in there. Hammer Bros suit's fun. Probably one of my favorite parts about this game. So again, Super Mario Bros. 3 Randomizer is actually one of the first platforming randomizers I'd ever heard of. I'd actually had this one requested to be made for a charity event, one of my St. Jude events, I believe. And the creator of this, Fred Coughlin, really has run away with it. It's pretty innovative for a for just a basic platformer. A lot was done with this. As we saw, Boss Bass wasn't home. I'm always happy to see Boss Bass not home.
He is a jerk.
Boss Bass very much is a jerk, that's right.
Okay, Rob 4 can go heck itself.
Oh, it can. It had some tough moments in it, certainly.
So did you do the Muncher level in World 7? Because I wasted like 2 miles on that just for like nothing, basically.
Which one? There's 2 Muncher levels in World 7.
Oh, well, the first one.
Oh, no. I just did the second one.
It was a star and a pipe that led to nowhere.
Yeah, that seems about right. You're right. Also, SMW Rando did come before this. And some of the things that Oth did set up a good template for this, but there's so many, like, better enemies in Super Mario Bros. 3. So many better hazards and variations in this one. Oh, Morton took 1 hit. Guess Morton needed a siesta. Hammer Brother in the castle. Thought you ought to know. I like the fun alternate text that was added here. So into World 5 we go. Another opportunity to earn a power-up. I always like getting these mini hand levels. Get a little bit of classic cheap platforming action here. That counts as a level, which is good. Now here we do have an option. If I really wanted to, I could die here. This is one of the shorter auto-scrollers, and we're probably going to save our cloud for a little later on, since we're already midway through this level. Now if we die here, we'll take the cloud, but we'll keep going with this one. But this auto-scroller is definitely, it's one of the harder ones, but if you know what you're doing, it's actually one of the shorter auto-scrollers. This is one of 2 auto-scrollers that haven't been removed for practical purposes. That's fine. There's no knockback in this game, so that's no big deal. The squiggly lines are from my NES. My capture card's actually good. You have to remember, some of these consoles are really old. If squiggly lines are the worst things that appear, that ain't so bad. That was a tough enemy to have at the beginning of this level. Whoa! Gotta watch out for those flying Goombas. They can be a little difficult to make it through. No, my NES isn't. I do not believe it's RGB mounted. No. Toke might do it at some point, though. So we get to see what one of these looks like. It's really not a huge deal. The final enemy in here is a little tricky, but it's like a normal Hammer Brother encounter in Rando, which is kind of nice. You don't get penalized for having those. Plus, we get to see a coin ship. What's, Now, that was worth it. Look at that. Look at that. That was beautiful. For the most part, the tower's the same. Hey, Mushini, how are you doing? Oh, that was my fault. Be a little careful going through here. Okay, so this sun is not going to activate, which is good. Be a little careful going through here since we're small. Give me one more enemy up here. Yes, another happy little cloud. Let's hope this fire snake don't make it over here. Ooh, okay, so this is probably one of the toughest enemies you can have here. Let's see if we can outrun it. That was definitely a curveball. Sometimes you have to go slow to go fast. This is one of the lost levels, so there were numerous lost levels in this game. And the developers actually never got a chance to finish some of these, so as an homage to them, the creators decided to do that. It's kind of a fun little feature here. I do have a CRT. So we're gonna take hits on purpose here. Yo, we have a sub. Hang on. Hang on, I'll be right there. Let's just try not to die here. There we go. Let's see who subbed. Yo, Steve, thank you so much for the year sub. I very much appreciate that. Welcome back, and thank you for the full year. That is pretty awesome. Hi, Dave. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alright, here we gotta be very careful on. This is another one of the lost levels. It's loaded with enemies. It's a tough one. If, like that, you don't know what's coming up. And again, Sky 2, Fire Snake, none. My dry erase map, we went to a Staples and had that made. Oh, that's a little redundant. It's unfortunate we didn't have a tail for this, but that's okay. But here you can actually perform a triple fly trick that's kind of hard to pull off, but you gotta have the right power up for it. All Mario's runners of this game will know how to defeat every single level, so it's no big deal what we have going into a level. We will have knowledge of everything, so that won't be an issue. But I think if you go to redcandle.usd, you should be able to find, like, a map of the overworld. Something like that. So again, no auto-scroller here. Kind of liberating. We can choose to have the auto-scrollers turned on, but, I mean, really, when you gotta go fast, why would you want to have auto-scrollers enabled? That's just boring. There's more Angry Sun, in case you didn't see it enough. Okay, pyramid level. Typically not a huge deal. So, anyone who's watching this video may wonder, well, what happens if you get the wrong enemy and you can't pass through this level? Well, Fred has made sure that every single level is passable, and each seed will be vetted. If this were to get into GDQ, oh, that was really cool. Fred would vet the seed to make sure that there are no issues with it. It's down to the coding aspect of it. Yeah, back onto the airship we go. This is airship number 2. Now, I kind of wish I had still had my tail, because there's a really neat shortcut you can take on this airship with tail, but we gotta take the boring route, unfortunately. But, doesn't lose that much time. We can be kind of creative with your routes, like I was right there. Alright. Only 2 hits for Roy. Not bad. We're all counting on you. Yo, BigHead462 with the fresh sub. Thank you so much, Big Head. I very much appreciate that. Very awesome. Now, we have a not great chance, but since we don't have a hammer here, nah, we got the unlucky one, unfortunately. You can skip about half of World 4 on some seeds. But not on this one. However, we do get to skip the fort here. I'll show you how that's going to be done in a couple minutes here. But without a hammer, unfortunately, which we've been very unlucky to not have, we have to stick to just taking the intended route. Yes, welcome, Big Head. Appreciate that very much. Back up to 187 sub points. 13 more sub points to go until new emote and a very tough Rando seed. Alright, so we're gonna grab a tail here. Not fond of Superman jumping at the moment, so we're gonna super fly. Oops. There we go. Hey Matt, how are you doing? It's a pain to sub from the mobile app. I will be sure to let Twitch know Big Head. I'm actually gonna be at TwitchCon this week, so. Unfortunately, we can't skip the fort. We didn't get the hammer, but that's okay. Had to give it a shot. Even got our fire flower back. That's pretty cool. Oh boy.
Okay, auto-scroller. Was not expecting that.
Yep, 5.9 has to be an auto-scroller because of the way the programming is, otherwise the stage would break. I've seen the stage broken, it's not fun. That is a heavily broken stage if you go against the intended way of playing it.
I think you were like well ahead of me.
I'm on World 6 right now, which I don't know what order that is in the game.
I'm on like my last life. It's the auto-scroller just now.
It's a tough auto-scroller. If you're not used to it, it's tough.
I'm not. Yeah. Okay. Off that last light.
It is Wednesday, my dudes. But thank you again. So awesome, always getting resubs and new subs. It means the world to me. Another P-Wing, that's good. P-Wings are kind of like the uh-oh button. Oh, would you look at that? We actually did it against the odds. We can skip a level with that still. We can skip one of the levels. Hey, Drunken Wolf! With the sub! Thank you so much for 15 months, Drunken Wolf. I'll be right with you, bud. Holy moly, 15 months. That's a lot, Drunken Wolf. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hope you're having a good night. Just saw Abs a few days ago. Yo, Creative, how you doing? Just saw Abs a few days ago, and I know he enjoys your viewership. Thank you so much again for the 15 months. Appreciate that. So this is the only time we'll go into a mushroom house, and it's to get the hammer suit. That'll be when we go to take down Bowser. Now those are randomized, however, Fred left that one alone for anyone who might have wanted to defeat Bowser with the hammer suit. So unfortunately, Angry Sun, well, I mean, it's fortunate for us, but it's the Angry Sun stage without an Angry Sun. Because trust me, we've seen plenty of Angry Sun to last a lifetime in this Rando seed. That was a nice stage. Yes, he did! Also, hi, 10. Hi, 10!
Angry Sun's a butt.
Angry Sun is a butt. I agree with that statement. So this is the prototype for 1.5. Yet again, another interesting stage to look at. Another lost level stage. I guess 1.5 was too hard the first time around. Whoa! And it almost killed me. Let's get out of here. Hey Azafel, how are you doing? Yeah, it's a new emote. That's Sky Eyes. It's really cute. You can't help but smile when you look at Sky Eyes. I know I can't look at it without smiling. We're just gonna probably eat this, yeah. You don't want to be doing this fort with the P-Wing. I just wanted to power up and I had a ton of P-Wings laying around. P-Wing actually does slow you down unless it's for the right stage. Made the door cycle though, despite all the random enemies. So see, you still can pull off vanilla tricks, despite it being randomizer. Great stage. Thanks, Dave. I love that emote. It's very, very cute. Yo, Smartball, how you doing? How are you enjoying that quadruple B world record? Great game, great game. Yo, I didn't get a chance to talk to you actually that much, Smartball, because my internet was a butt last night and decided it wanted to pick up its ball and go home. So this fight becomes a heck of a lot more interesting. There we go. It's a tough fight when he takes more than 3 hits. There we go. Oh, that's okay, Smartball. Yeah, shoutouts to Lazy%, that's right. So in case anybody was wondering, well, has this been done before? Me, Gran, and Gran Pooh Bear have actually raced this on several occasions. Mitch Flowerpower joined us a couple times. It was really anybody's game every single time we played. Good stuff. We did it for charity even, for one of the nights for my St. Jude Marathon. Have you heard that one about the rope? Let's skip it. Oh, you gotta love Fred. You gotta love Fred's dad jokes. No, there's dad jokes at the end of every airship.
Oh dear.
They're all appropriate. They're all appropriate.
Oh, I know. Most dad jokes are.
The other one is, have you heard about the one about the hole in the ground? Well, well, well.
I love Fred.
I love Fred too. It's so hard to not love Fred, you know?
My goal in life is just get him to at me with the good luck, we're all counting on you.
Oh, he'll do it.
Yeah, one day. But one day.
Ooh! Whoa, Nelly. It's been a while since I played that stage. That stage is not easy. I'm actually surprised I survived that. Yes, there's been a lot of fire snacks in this 110. Might as well skip another fortress if we don't have to go in there. Those tend to be the longer levels, or the fortresses, so always a good idea to skip them. There's that. Blando. So if there's any questions here about this Rando, just let me know. A lot of it is self-explanatory, and that's one thing that I do love about it. You know, it's not that complicated. Another lost level, by the way. This one's a bit more difficult than a lot of the lost levels. This one has a underwater section. Any level that's underwater. Yes, those are ice Koopas. I will take that. That is a tough level. Do the scrolling stage bonuses still work? Yes, Light Quills. We actually did that one earlier. That was probably not a... Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if that was a fire, bro, we might have been... Another cloud! That's really cool. Okay. Boop. Now, there is one other flag that I don't have enabled that enables any Koopa Kid to do an earthquake, randomized. It's a really tough flag, though. Earthquakes are some of the toughest aspects in these fights. What does the anchor do? If you die on an airship and airship flies, the anchor will make sure the airship does not move any further. Oh, it's okay. It's like, well, it's 2 and 2 together is good. This is a fantastic randomizer.
Would recommend.
You having fun?
I am struggling and having fun mightily.
That's all that matters, you know?
Oh, heck yeah. I love Super Mario 3. I love randomized. Oh, well, got distracted talking and by my cat, and I died. Awesome.
Alright, so we're gonna get one of these, because Lakitu's a tough customer in this stage. Now, if I had 2 hammers, which we used one to skip a stage earlier, we might have been able to, skip most of World 3. Fortunately, we still have plenty of clouds to go around. Speaking of tough customers, this is another one in Rando that can be a little challenging, but he always assures that the Koopa spawns here. That's a good question for Fred, actually, idiot. Wow, that was a thing. So you always take the shell up just in case. In this case, it was a good idea because there's still a nipper flower there. Dun. A lot of World 6 stages in here. And again, we happen to have the right tool for the right job. Pooh might end up clipping, but if me and Big John have tails here, this is actually not that bad of a level for us. But again, shoutouts to Fred for doing a lot of the programming involved with this. There's a lot of hard work he put into this. Hey, Trigon. Lakitus that throw boom booms. That would be frightening. And also very laggy.
Yeah, is it possible to get them to throw Lakitus to throw things on these Spinies like they do in SMW? Or is it really strictly just Spinies?
No, in SMW he throws different ones. I don't know if it's possible in this one, though. I think the next step in this randomizer is to get underworld enemy, or sorry, castle and fortress enemies to appear in the normal stages and vice versa. Goombas that poop mini Goombas. No, 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 no. That's a bad idea. Also, hey, light shift. You're talking about the para Goombas.
God, you want lag? Because that's how you get lag.
There's a lot of lag already in this.
Yeah.
So unfortunately, we have to do what we normally wouldn't have to do, and that's clear most of 3. Hey, it's Cloud Bass. Our resident bass is here. Not today, Bass. Dinner's canceled. And there is Big Bertha at the end of the stage. A little bit of biodiversity there. Oh, that worked out nicely. Don't really need the music box anymore. Those are kind of a World 7 exclusive item. We skipped those 2 levels because I'm pretty sure we're towards the end of the rando right now, and we use the P-Wing here just so we don't miss out. But this is good old 1-1 with a lot of cheap, so this is one of those stages where I'm glad I took the P-Wing through it. A little slower, but make sure we get past this. This is gonna be a tough one, so everyone buckle in. Probably the toughest thing out of this rando so far that we've seen tonight. Oh, it's 1 hit. Whew. We'll take it. That was gonna be very difficult otherwise. Boy, that would have been a nightmare if that was a 5-hit one, dude.
No, can you stop throwing balls, please? No. No. Group of kids are not nice.
What you gonna pay? Hot pockets. Alright. So we're in the final world. Lots to go still, because we do not know which pipe will take us to Bowser. Nice thing again, no auto-scroller nonsense here, just fun. Alright, so you always check this pipe first, because you don't have to go through any additional stages to get a peek at something. We're gonna take this fortress, if only so we can see what's in all of those pipes. That was actually a really good pipe to be spit out into. Gotta wait for our P meter to run out. You missed that jump, and that sucks. Bye, Boom Boom. Let's see what's in here. So again, this is a pipe maze here at the end. Alright, so we just saved 2 stages by doing that. We're gonna go through the Navy now. It's kind of a big loop. But you always check that pipe first, and normally we probably would have found Bowser by then, but this rando is proving that he wants us to take the long way home. Oh, that was pretty cool looking. 2 and 3. Yeah, it's a race. It's just a fun little race. I'm racing my buddy Deco.
Well, at this point, you're like laughing. So.
Aww. So again, these hand. As long as you're having fun. These hand stages end up being regular stages. That's the downside of having to do this. Hi, Angry Sun. How are you today? Bye, Angry Sun. Nah, I already got a hand. But it was a short stage, at least. The stage isn't long.
Well, that's good.
So I got 2 hands. I kind of want to take a death here, but at the same time, I want y'all to see this lost level. This is a really difficult level, but we're gonna give it a shot. Very difficult level. This is one of the levels that the devs left out because it was, I quote, too difficult to make the final cut. We might not survive this final cut either. We'll see. Mitch Firepower kept dying on this level over and over. That'll show you how tough this one is. Hey, we made it! Now, if that wasn't enough, you come out to 2 randomized Hammer Brothers, or Boomerang Brothers in that case. That is a tough stage. Well, I think we've earned a lazy %. So, we're gonna do lazy through Air Force here so I can talk a little bit more. So most rando runs will run between 45 and 55 minutes. This one probably slightly longer, if anything, just because, you know, we never really got a big break on any of the stages. But we're almost at Bowser's. This is going to unlock the pipe that will eventually go to Bowser's Castle. But again, I've earned a little bit of a lazy level there after that auto-scroller. Oh, this will be very much sub-hour. But Fred's gonna vet this to make sure that the pipes aren't gonna be super long like this. He can randomize the pipes to make sure they're not that horrendous. So last 2 stages here. We went through most of World 8, unfortunately, but that's gonna happen. Now the wise thing would have been, if I really cared about speed, was to keep dying on the auto-scroller, but again, because this is probably a video that's gonna be submitted, this is more than likely, I wanted to show off most of the major features, and so far this has shown off most of the major features of this rando. And that's SMB3 Rando. Ta-da. There we go. Really good run. Deathless. I mean, we could have probably taken a few voluntary deaths to make that faster, but it had clips. It had all sorts of lost levels in there. Had a very clear demonstration of a lot of the rando features that are going to be shown. I really hope if you're watching this video that you consider this for GDQ, especially if there's going to be me, Big John, and Grand Pooh Bear kind of talking about it throughout. I think it's going to be a fun match for this, especially given how well the Link to the Past Rando did. Very straightforward. Even places to run donations. I mean, it's got everything a good GDQ run should want, so please consider. Kind of like the way the otters dance into the music. That was a lovely little run there. Any questions? Yeah, Chema, thank you for the 300 bits. Appreciate that. I thought that was a fantastic run. Oop, that's that. That's all she wrote. Now it's time to do some